All right, if you take a look behind me, you'll see where traffic is backed up for miles. And the reason why is actually right in front of me. You have a collision between a semi-truck and a pickup truck. Now, weapons such as this AR-15 give law enforcement a huge upgrade in firepower, something that they say is needed to combat the crime that they see on the streets. The state flag has been the center of controversy for many years. Recently, the U.S. Supreme Court declined a court case challenging the use of the Confederate emblem. After putting Mississippi's workforce underneath a magnifying glass, Governor Phil Bryant decided to donate nearly $250,000 to a technology lab to stimulate Mississippi's industrial workforce. Mississippi celebrates its bicentennial by using a digital platform. All you had to do is scan this QR code and it'll pull up a video telling you the history behind the image. Now, the average adult is expected to spend $483.18. And I can't even lie you all, I'm a Black Friday shopper too. Now, residents will have a chance to purchase vehicles such as this Ford Fusion as a way of supporting the Jones County Sheriff's Department.
If you knew that when she walked out the door that you wouldn't see her, I wouldn't have let her go.
What happened to Angela Freeman remains a mystery.
I just want the community to know that it's an active investigation, that I work on this case daily.
An active investigation that continues 25 years later, after Angela Freeman went missing September 10, 1993. Angela was last seen at the former Pizza Hut, and her car would later be found at the modded bridge in Perry County. Investigators upgraded Freeman's case from a missing person to a homicide when blood from a crime scene traced back to Angela Freeman.
And we've always loved her, and we'll always love her, and we'll never stop trying to find out what happened to her.
And with nothing but memories left of their precious 17-year-old, Angela's family hopes to have closure soon.
And the person that did this to her, I wish they would step forward as well and give this family some peace and just so they'd be able to bury their daughter.
You never get over it. It's always there. You know, you got her birthday, you got your holidays, and you got the day that she just vanished. But the one thing they can't take from me is her memories.
Recently, there have not been any new details to pop up involving Freeman's case, but her family remains optimistic that one day they will have justice for Angela. Corey Howard, Fox 23 News.
There's no solution. And concussions are going to happen. I don't care how much better the fields are. I don't care how much better the helmets become.
According to the CDC, sports-related concussions have reached an epidemic level, with nearly 1.6 to 3.8 million happening each year in the United States. And as a result, participation in contact sports such as youth football dropped by 19%.
Well, I just cringe when I see, I drive, part of me used to smile and go, oh, look at all these kids, but now I cringe. The helmet doesn't fit the kid, and he's running down, and he gets just crushed by, 3 kids.
Currently, there's not a cure for concussions, but a doctor from Florida State believes he's made the discovery of a lifetime.
We're developing the first drug to actually treat concussion, a solution that can be given on the sidelines immediately within 10 minutes of the brain injury.
A treatment that begins to work almost immediately.
Once that concussion is diagnosed, the treatment is given immediately. It's given nasally. It's a fat-loving drug, so it diffuses right into your brain. It's in your brain in less than 5 minutes. It can diffuse throughout your entire brain in less than 30 minutes.
Kicking fluids off the brain and reducing swelling inside the skull. A treatment Hall of Fame quarterback Brett Favre endorses 100%.
There it is. So you blow the drug into the nose. And, let's talk about something that's very important. Dylan Thomas, who was a high school football player, passed away last week.
Thomas suffered a concussion during the game, then sat out a couple plays before re-entering the game a second time and taking another blow, the one that ultimately took his life.
He had massive bleeding in his brain. I believe that if we had a drug, something like Prevacus, that we could have reduced some of the swelling immediately on the sidelines, and he'd had a much better chance to survive.
So are you telling me that this young kid from Georgia would be here today if this treatment was available?
I believe he would have had a much better chance of surviving.
Nearly 300,000 high school athletes suffer concussion each year, and Dr. Van Landingham wants to make sure not another athlete loses their life participating in a sport they love. Prevacus will enter its first phase of human trials in January 2019 and could be picked up by the FDA in a couple years. Corey Howard, Fox 23 News. Pine Belt residents emotional as they recognize the sacrifices many heroes around the country made.
Living out in our community, a taxi drove up in the yard and handed Mother a telegram. And she didn't open it. And he said, "Would you like me to read it for you?" And she said, "No, I think I know what's in it." And after he drove off, she opened it up, and it was, my brother had been killed on South End.
The heartbreaking news that no mother wants to hear. Guest speaker and retired veteran Chuck May is one of his mother's 5 children who served in the military. Today, May reflected on the last moments his mother and brother shared together.
And the Holy Spirit spoke to her and said, "Go and hug his neck." And she said, "But I've already hugged his neck. I don't want to make it so difficult for him to leave home." And the Spirit spoke to her again and said, "If you don't, you'll be sorry."
That there's a cost to freedom, and that many of us have lost loved ones, and our hearts are still touched.
And on days like these, residents around the Pine Belt, including myself, take the time to say thank you to the men and women who sacrificed so much for our freedom, as I personally know the sacrifices my father made, along with many others who served beside him.
My home, sweet home.
God bless America. Corey Howard, Fox 23 News.